If you want to make high-quality videos, but the whole process feels like a massive mountain to climb, I completely get it because I've been exactly where you are. For the last 15 years, my main business has been video production, and I have produced hundreds of videos for companies while maintaining a YouTube channel for almost 8 years straight. Having published well over 1,000 videos in that time, I am constantly hunting for ways to make the entire process faster, cleaner, and significantly less soul-sucking. That is exactly why I want to talk about a tool I have been testing lately called Vizard, which has become a staple in my workflow. It is not a magic wand, but it is one of the most practical AI helpers I have ever used for actually turning long-form footage into ready-to-post short videos, and the results save me a ridiculous amount of time. So what exactly is Vizard in plain English? At its core, it is an AI-first platform built to take long videos like interviews, podcasts, tutorials, or live streams and automatically extract the best, most shareable moments. The 3 features that matter the most to me are its auto-editing that finds viral-ready snippets, an auto-schedule system, and a content calendar that lets you organize everything in one place. Beyond just those core features, it handles subtitles, resizing for different platforms, basic audio cleanup, and some incredibly useful batch workflows. The point is that it plugs the biggest gaps in a creator's workflow so you can actually produce consistent content without losing your mind. Let me walk you through how I used it for a real project so you can see why it is so helpful. I logged in and uploaded an 8-minute talking head clip I had shot for a course announcement. Normally, I would have to sit down and scrub through the whole thing, pick moments, create cuts, add captions, and design intros for every single platform, which easily eats up an hour for one short. With Vizard, I just dropped the long video in and clicked the auto editing and viral clips tool. In a minute, it scanned the audio, detected high-energy moments, punchlines, and info-dense bits, and then suggested a handful of clips ranked by scores like flow and relevance. The top results were already the parts I would have chosen manually, and it even offered a few I would have missed entirely. That alone saved me half the editing time right out of the gate. The clips it generated came with auto captions and a quick visual layout that is already optimized for short-form video. I could easily tweak the subtitle styling, move the text, change fonts to match our brand, and replace the music, all without leaving the editor. One thing I really liked is that the editor creates versions for different aspect ratios instead of overwriting the original. You can make a vertical version for TikTok, a square for Instagram, and a landscape for YouTube as separate exports without starting from scratch. That repurposing workflow is a real legitimate time saver. Another feature I used right away was the auto schedule tool. After I picked which clips to keep, I set a posting cadence like 3 times a week, and Vizard automatically placed them into my content calendar. You can shift things around, edit individual posts, or let the AI handle suggested hashtags and optimal posting times. For creators who juggle clients, channels, and platforms, that hands-off scheduling is an absolute game changer. Instead of exporting 10 videos and manually uploading them across 5 platforms, I can publish from one place and get back to creative work. I will be honest, there are other tools that solve parts of this puzzle. Descript has an incredible transcript-driven editing model, but if you want automated clip discovery and built-in scheduling, you still need to stitch in other tools. CapCut and InShot are great for manual edits and flashy transitions, but they do not analyze your long-form content to find the high-impact moments or manage a posting calendar. Enterprise tools that promise scheduling and analytics can be expensive, and they usually do not do the actual heavy-duty clip-level editing. Vizard sits in this sweet spot where it is more than an editor, but lighter and much more affordable than a full social media management stack. Vizard's subtitle accuracy is solid, and it highlights words in sync so the captions feel alive rather than static. There is also a quick audio cleanup option if your recording has background hiss or inconsistent volume levels. Their batch clip generator can pull dozens of shorts from a single long video without you having to babysit the export. For teams, you can keep assets like intros, logos, and brand fonts in a library so everything stays consistent. I have been using that brand kit feature to keep our thumbnails and lower thirds consistent across clips, which helps with branding at scale. I will also say this, the first few times the AI gets really close, but you will still want to eyeball the clips. Don't treat it like hands-off magic. Treat it like a smart assistant that does the heavy lifting. I often edit the AI-selected clips to tighten phrasing or move a cut to make the punchline land harder, and that extra few minutes per clip makes it feel like handcrafted content. One workflow I love is feeding Vizard a podcast episode or a long live stream. Let it spit out 8 to 12 candidate clips. Then I listen through the top scored ones, pick 5, tweak captions, and bulk schedule them across a month. That is consistent content without the usual burnout. Another trick is to use Vizard to create teaser clips for longer content. Drop the podcast episode, grab the best hook moments, and use those as promo shorts that drive people back to the full episode. Pricing is always a concern, but the ROI is quick if you are a regular creator. Think about how much time you spend editing and managing uploads. Even saving 2 hours a week easily pays for itself if you scale. A couple limitations to be aware of. If you are making highly stylized edits with complex motion graphics, Vizard won't replace a full editor like Premiere or Final Cut. It is not meant to, but if you are trying to consistently publish short clips from long videos, Vizard is purpose-built for that. To wrap up, if you are overwhelmed by the idea of turning long videos into a stream of social content, Vizard is one of those tools that actually makes the process sane. Upload your long video, let it find the winners, tweak captions and style, and then let the scheduler do the heavy lifting. For creators who need volume and consistency, it is one of the most practical time savers I have tested. I will put a link below if you want to try it out and follow along. Test it with one of your existing videos. You will probably find clips you didn't even know were there, and you will save hours on editing. Thanks to the Vizard team for building something that respects creators' time, and I will catch you in the next video.